What's good, you YouTubers? We are back with you guys for another video. My name is Trail, as always, and this is my beautiful heterosexual manservant, Paul. Our video for today is going to be Yu-Gi-Oh! Pet Peeves. We all have things in this game that annoy the hell out of us, and so we decided we're just going to give you guys a few of our own. Paul, would you like to start?
I don't know where to. My goodness.
It's pretty horrible.
Normally, like, I'm pretty calm and I don't really like say anything about Yu-Gi-Oh! But there are some people in Yu-Gi-Oh! Who just piss me off. Where to start? Bandwagoners. Yeah. I hate bandwagoners. I hate, like, worse than that, I hate easily influenced bandwagoners. One day, this is the top deck. The next day, this is the top deck. The next day, that's the top deck. Make up your mind. Or better yet, think for yourself.
Agreed.
Like, you know, like, do you have a brain, or is it just like strictly whatever the last ARG article said is the top tier deck is the top tier deck? I mean, like, yeah, come on, like, and they're everywhere too. Every locals has the bandwagon player.
Bandwagoners and net riders, pretty much.
Yeah, every local.
Oh my god, he's so good. If he's playing it, it's got to be the best deck.
Yeah,
it may be the best deck, just not in your hands. So.
Yeah, people who are just looking to rip everyone else off.
Yeah.
In trades, they're just looking like it's not like it's one thing to, like, you know, cut someone like up or down a bit on a trade, but the people who are just,
I gotta make a profit off of it.
Yeah,
so
it's like, you know, let me buy my $5 bill for $4 and sell it for $6, and just it gets so. It's just so. Like
you're that person that we don't want. Like, I hate the ones that come in and their binder has everything. We've got 3 Draco sets, we got 3 Big Eye, we got 3 of this, and what do you want for it? I want your left kidney. Like, what the fuck are you using in the game for? Obviously, you can get whatever you want. Why are you even trading? Like, don't even show me your fucking binder if you're not. I mean, if I got to give you like half of my soul and my firstborn child for anything off your first page, like, there's no point in you even come to the shop to get.
And you know the people who like get your binder and like they're just like, you know, oh, can I see your binder? And like they start like looking or whatever, and like they don't even talk to you, you know? They just they just like flip and they just point and like kind of look. And then, like, if you say like something, and then like if you say a price, like $1, no, they don't say anything to you. They don't say that's too much. They just keep flipping, like, and they're so rude. They don't say anything to you. They don't say shit. I hate people who don't even like talk. I hate them in general.
Or the ones that like, oh, you got trade stuff. And you're like, sure, can I see your binder? And you give them your binder, and they never pull out their binder. They just want to go through yours.
Yeah,
I didn't see anything.
I hate that. I hate the commenters, the people who just like the backseat dueling, like, let me stand behind the match. And just
he could do this right here.
Yeah, he could have done this. Yeah, I know, like people who do that. Yes, and like that's so many Yu-Gi-Oh players.
I hate the players that I hate the losers that all of a sudden don't give a fuck.
Like they were going on tilt.
Yeah, they were going so hard trying to whoop your ass and they lose. I didn't give a fuck. Whatever.
Yeah, I didn't even take any time on this deck. Right. I just threw this together. I mean, I didn't even know what this stuff does. Yeah, I mean, like, this was just for fun anyway. Like, you know,
I don't really care.
People who go on tilt, yeah.
You cared, motherfucker. That's why you played.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
There's Yu-Gi-Oh's got so many, and like also they're the people who nothing's for trade in their binder. Nothing's for trade.
Why do you even pull your binder out?
Why do you call it? Why do you have a binder? Like, why don't you leave it at home and leave the cards at home? If you're not trading the cards, leave them at home.
There are cards that I have that I'm not trading, and I don't even pull them out. You wouldn't even know that I had them unless you saw them in my apartment.
The card sharks.
Oh god, the rule sharks.
Yeah, the rule sharks. Yes. Like, some people know stuff doesn't work. They know it doesn't work.
But they got to do it. They got to try.
It's like how much can you, or even worse, the ones who is just like, you know, oh, you know, I think you didn't shuffle your deck enough. Let me call the judge.
Oh yeah, I actually had a guy in the regions one time. He called the judge because he said I did not count out my side deck to him. Mind you, I didn't do anything funny, anything fishy. We sided, and next thing I know, we start game 1, and as soon as I pull my 5, he's like, Judge. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? He's like, Judge, he didn't count his side deck out to me. Which, you can ask your opponent to count your side deck out to you, but I don't necessarily have to just preemptively do it. So, what the fuck, my dude?
Apparently in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Rulebook it says that before you do a Synchro Summon or Xyz Summon, you have to first look at your extra deck before you do. Someone told me that once. They were like, I was like, what are you talking about?
Look at the extra deck and give you the option, hey, I'm about to do something so you can respond to it.
Yeah, just stuff like that. Like, no, like people who, you very well know that how everybody plays Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't try to like suddenly be like, you know, oh, you didn't, you know, properly do this type of thing. And then also the people who always have an excuse for why they lost. There's always an excuse.
or what they could have done better.
Yeah.
My next card was gonna win me the game.
Yeah.
But we didn't get there.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, you lost before then.
Or, which everybody knows, smelly people. About 85% of this game is adults. There's not many kids that actually play this game, at least in the Yu-Gi-Oh scene that we are in today. None of you guys should need us to coach you and tell you to wash your ass. And also the worst thing about it is you're all men, which means a lot of times it's a lot of bodies, it's a lot of men, smelly fucking balls, and we out here together like in this cramped that little ass room. Got to sit fucking shoulder to shoulder to play our opponents, and you fucking stink. Like,
yeah.
Why? Now I gotta wear enough deodorant for the both of us. And sometimes I gotta take my deodorant stick and wipe it across your face because you don't want to wash your motherfucking ass. Like,
and then you gotta like shake people's fucking hands.
Oh god, I ain't gonna lie, I hate shaking hands. I mean, I'm a sportsmanship type person, but I don't want to touch you, to be honest.
Yeah, I've gotten more. Okay, I've actually stopped doing the handshake, and I just do more of just sort of like
fist bump?
Just the fist, really quick, like maybe like touch knuckles and okay, like let me get away.
I give him the head nod, like good game. That's what I do on a good game.
Yeah,
like, I start shuffling my deck so my hands are big and you can't reach out for a handshake. Yeah. The hands always sweaty and clammy and oh god, I don't want you touching me.
I mean, I already said I hate the backseat duelists, but I really hate the backseat. Like the people who just like, you know, they're like standing behind you. Oh, you know the people who when you're playing, like they like take the top card off your deck
and look at
it like and see what you have said. Like, oh, let me see the like.
I would kill you. Just don't touch my cards.
Yeah, people who that's a god.
I also hate the people when it comes to trades. They can't shut the fuck up. If I'm trading with him, I don't want you it's coming on the side conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, you're trading him for that? Why are you doing it? Bitch, move around. Like this has nothing to do with you.
And people
like,
who ruin the trades.
Yes.
The people who like you got a trade worked out, and you're both happy with the trade, and then random person comes over. What the fuck? I wouldn't do that trade. They're just going for this much. It's like like, you know, because it's not like you're even ripping someone off so much. It's just like some random person from nowhere just pops up and you say, oh, I wouldn't do that trade.
Also on the trade, I hate the people that take an hour to trade. Like, I only want one card from you and you've gone through my binder, my 10, hell, even my deck, and you want to make this trade, but we're just sitting here and I wouldn't want that card, so I have to sit and wait for you to decide to make a decision.
Or the people who, like, you know, we got to make sure that this trade is like 1-to-1 ratio. So,
yeah, exactly. To the
your
dollar.
cards are worth $37.56, and the cards that I picked out from you are only worth $37.55. So I need
something else in.
I need a penny's worth of a card to make this even.
Or you got the people that you want to trade with, but they hound you so much that you don't want to trade. I had one time at the regionals, and I'm playing the regionals. This guy followed me all around the regionals trying to trade me this fucking rare card. And I wanted the card, but I was playing in the regionals and he wasn't, so he had more time than me. And I'm like, bro, I'm gonna get to you when I get the free time. Give me a moment. Do not chase me around trying to do a trade. If I don't get that card, I'm not gonna die. Like, it was okay. Just don't fucking hassle me. Because if hassling people in Yu-Gi-Oh, I won't do business with you. Like, fuck you.
I hate the people who disagree for just the sake of disagreeing.
Yeah.
If you say, like, you know, like, yeah, I'm gonna like build this deck. That deck sucks. Or if you say, I don't really like this deck. No, that deck's amazing. Just the people who are just being contrary, you know.
Yeah.
Just to like give you a hard time. I because it happens so much. There's so many people who just like they just want to just be there just strictly to disagree.
I also hate the guys that are too cool for Yu-Gi-Oh. Like you're here at this big ass event, but I'm just here, whatever.
Yeah, all these people are losers.
Like, but you drove 6 hours to be at this event, but you're here with a whole bunch of losers.
Yeah.
Like, what was the point of that?
Especially when you go on tilt and then you start acting like that. Like when you go on tilt because you dropped round 4 because you went like X3 and like, you know, like,
yeah.
And then you want to suddenly be like, yeah, like this is just a stupid Yu-Gi-Oh event.
It's just an event. It didn't mean anything.
These people here are taking this way too seriously anyway. Who's here? Who's the one? You wouldn't be second if you were winning.
If you were in the top, yeah, you'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah, and also let's not forget like the Merryweather friends in Yu-Gi-Oh. There are loads of those.
Oh god.
Like you're doing well, it's all, you know, great. You're doing bad. Nope. Yeah, they're gone. Especially like, you know, the friends you thought were gonna like support you and everything when you're like in the top tables playing, where are they?
Yeah.
They're over there trading. And when your stuff gets stolen, I hate thieves, but when your stuff gets stolen, they're not gonna help you look.
They're not.
No one's like, oh yeah, I'll keep an eye out for it. No, you won't.
And it's gone. And they don't know what happened to it.
They don't know. They don't care. I mean, I hate to say it, but like you guys one of those games where you're kind of out for yourself.
Yeah. No matter where your friends are, you have to be though. Like you really do.
I don't like teams. I don't like teams.
Yeah.
Teams. Mostly. I mean, like, there are good and bad teams, but teams in general in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's more like arrogance and drama than actual healthy competition.
Yeah.
That doesn't apply to all of them.
For the most part.
For a lot of them,
yeah.
it's just a lot of arrogance, a lot of
what it
drama, a lot of. Yu-Gi-Oh bothers me.
I hate the asshole players, the ones that they can't look at you when you guys play. They shuffle.
Yeah, people who don't look at you.
Yeah, they just like.
They don't look at you. They don't speak to you.
I hate when I'm playing a duel and my opponent does 30 moves and never gives me a chance to respond.
Yeah.
And my thing, I'm a very confrontational person, so I will fucking grab your wrist. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I mean, I don't know how your guys are, but I'll fucking break your wrist off. Like, you're not finna, like, you know all this shit. Hang on, motherfucker, did you ask if I had a response? Because I've seen you just started a chain.
Yeah, people
like,
will they'll just go flinging cards around.
But you know what I'm doing? Why did you stop me? That's what I'm trying to do. Like, don't make this harder than it has to be.
I mean, not to mention the fact that like these people, they're usually the ones who just don't even they're rude before and after they came.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm not a handshaking type of person, but you know, when you get to the table, you can make a little small talk. Just to, like, you know, no one's like forcing you to ask about the weather and everything, but you know, just like sort of acknowledge that they're there.
Yeah.
Acknowledge that your opponent like sat down. I mean, come on, you know. And like after the match, they won't even look at you. They'll get up and go.
I hate the slow players. I remember one time I was playing a wind-up player. This was when the fucking wind-up hand loop was in play. Our first round lasted literally the full. I mean, our first game lasted literally the full 40 minutes because he just sat there. He'd shuffle. He'd do this. He'd look over at the clock. Yeah. He'd do this. He'd play a card. He'd wait. He'd think about it. I mean, come on.
It's like you're doing a loop that's been done how many million times?
Throughout fucking nationals. Now all of a sudden you got to think on it. I mean, like.
I forgot how to do the wind-up loop.
And you still end up doing the loop. You just one card. You just move so slow. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna shuffle this. You want to cut it? I'm going right back in it. You want to cut it? No, bitch. Let's just keep moving. I know what you're gonna do. If I said I have no response, continue.
You know the people who bring their girlfriends, wives, husbands, kids, best friends to the card shop, and they're complaining, ready to go, and they continue to.
You knew what this was when you got here. Like, you knew why you came. Why did you come? To be on this ass?
Don't bring your child. Like, if your child's like 3
if your child's small, yeah, do not bring a little child.
Yeah, and like, cause our locals are like always kids like hanging from the tables and shit, and it's just like.
Yeah.
And then the moment that child gets hurt, it's gonna be a big deal.
What happened to my baby?
Yeah.
You should have watched him. We don't know.
It's girls who play Yu-Gi-Oh are great.
Yeah.
But girls who don't play Yu-Gi-Oh and are forced to be there and start complaining or just want attention aren't so great.
Another thing about girls that play Yu-Gi-Ohs, I hate the dudes that are all on these girls' nuts. Cause I mean, I know a couple of girls that play Yu-Gi-Oh, but most of them are not pretty. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Most of the girls that play Yu-Gi-Oh are not pretty.
You're not wrong.
And I mean, we have some pretty ones, and they know who they are. Hopefully, you're not ugly girl thinking that you're pretty. But most of them that are playing Yu-Gi-Oh are not pretty, and we have dudes that will be all over their nuts just because she has a set of boobs, like my dude. If this is the best that you can do in life, then maybe Yu-Gi-Oh should be your career.
Yeah.
Because you're not, I mean, oh my God. Oh, look at her, she's a Yu-Gi-Oh girl. Let's go talk to her and hang across. No, fuck her. Like, because you gotta play her. If I gotta play a girl, I'm gonna beat you just like any other nigga on the table. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, if you
yeah, some people are all about like you should have let her win.
Because she's a girl. No, fuck that. You said she came to play
well, what you doing with cards then? You know, and
I'm gonna fuck her life up and laugh in her face like I would do you. Like, it's the same thing. Like, I mean, no, girls don't get special privileges in Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't care if it's my girlfriend. If we playing and it's a tournament, baby, I probably gotta see you on the couch tonight because you finna get this motherfucking ass whooped. Like, straight up.
I think also I don't like Yu-Gi-Oh players who take it too seriously.
Yeah.
Like, I know, like, you know, you're trying to win, but we all know that there's a fine line between trying to win and just being just an asshole. Like, you know, you know the kinds of things these people do. The people who, you know, like, they're sitting there, like, pretending like this is the final round of, like, nationals. When you're at locals playing rogue. You're both playing, like, some rogue decks in a free tournament. Or something.
All right, Crystal Beast versus Iceberry, and you are thinking hard as fuck.
And you're sitting there like thinking hard, and it's like, wait, like, you know, there's this chain resolves exactly like this. Blah, 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 blah. Let me look it up on my phone. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with like looking up rulings. There's nothing wrong with playing the game correctly. That's why the rules are there. But don't, you know, like if it's a fun tournament and everybody else is having fun, you know, there's no reason to be the guy who just has to side deck against the little kid.
Right.
Or like, you know, has to like. I hate people who give kids a hard time. Those are
little kids.
Like are just an unnecessarily hard time.
Like, right, if you're like an 8-year-old kid we're playing, I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably still gonna win. Which I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna shit on the child. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I mean, I'm gonna beat him, but I'm gonna
the kids would treat them like trash while they're doing it.
Right, like you're a fucking 30-year-old man. You playing an 8-year-old now, he's crying because you're a dick. Like,
yeah, because it's not.
Who are you in life?
It's not beating them. It's when people are just so rude. Yeah. Like they're just so rude to the kids. Like, nope, you can't do that. Like, you're just like, you know, just getting all like loud and snappy and. you know, just like don't treat them like
not
shit.
even just kids, new players as well. Like I said, you don't have to go so hard, especially if you know that you can win. If you know that you won this already, just be cool. Just win it as much as you need to just to get the win. Like you don't have to make them feel bad.
You don't need to be flashy. You don't need to be
flashy and be real because they're gonna remember that, and it's gonna suck to them. They're gonna think about that, and there will be feelings of resentment. And I'd probably key your card. Just saying.
Well, not many cars about like it just that kind of stuff has happened because of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Like I mean, if
how many tires have been slashed?
And I know people off the top of my head whose names I won't say because I know their names because I've played them. They've been like those rule sharks or those guys that gotta be extra flashy because they think it means something. They want to try to win, and they've done it to me. The only good thing about it is I have the skill level to understand that they're just being flashy and I can still fuck their lives up. But if I were a new player playing against some of these people, I'd probably catch them in the bathroom and shank the shit out of them. And I know this is being recorded, so yeah, hope no police officer watching. But if they are, it's just probable cause, so you guys can't arrest me. But
yeah, just Yu-Gi-Oh players, like Yu-Gi-Oh is a fine game to play, but there are a lot of people.
I have another pet peeve.
Oh,
my pet peeve is people that quote unquote hate the meta until it works for them.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I'm not a meta player or I hate this thing. I know a guy. There were two specific types of cards that he hated. When Tour Guide was a $200 card, he fucking hated Tour Guide.
Yeah.
Then when Tour Guide started slowly losing luster, oh my god, Tour Guide's the best card ever. When Dragon Rulers first came out, he fucking hated Dragon Rulers. Now he plays Dragon Rulers in every deck that he plays. I hate those kind of people that I would never play this card. It's such a sacky card. I hate people that play this card. Now you play it in everything because it's the best card ever. Like I hate those kind of people. Why was it not good back then when it was at its peak or when it first came out and you were getting shit on?
People just don't like to lose. They just, I swear.
Like now all of a sudden this card is the best thing ever, and now you can't stop running this card. Like I hate those kind of people. Like I mean, my thing is like you're allowed to change your mind. But my thing is be consistent with your reasoning. Like this card sucked you completely. Now all of a sudden it's the best card ever. Like that's not something that just happens overnight. Like, you just wake up, oh my god, it is a great card.
Yeah.
What took me so long to realize that? Like
Merryweather Yu-Gi-Oh players.
Yeah, fucking fickle as shit. So this kind of concludes our video, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it touched a lot of you guys. Hope a lot of you guys saw where we were coming from because I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have experienced.
Yeah, these are at every local.
These are every locals, every regionals, anything Yu-Gi-Oh related. So if you guys have any pet peeves that we might have forgotten or that may be unique for you guys, why not leave them down in the comments below because we'd love to hear about them. Leave some responses. In fact, do a little video response. We'd like to see those as well.
And
feedback is awesome.
Share the video around. Other people probably want to see it. Subscribe for more stuff.
Subscribe, like this video.
Yeah.
And as always, if you guys ever want to see anything specific, let us know.
Yeah,
we are glad to appease you guys. I mean, we're great with suggestions. We come up with a lot of videos all the time. We just want to know what you guys are thinking.
Yeah, and we'll catch you guys later.
Some other time.
Yeah, sometime.
Motherfucker. Yeah, and if you guys are the guys that do these pet peeves,
you need to change.
I will punch you in the throat. Like that's not a joke. I will fuck your life up just because. And I'm not a violent person, but violence is the answer.
Violence is the truth.